Hi guys, now I'm here to tell you about Java Lab VIVA question. But guys, please subscribe below first. And here I will tell you about some important terms in Java. Firstly, we will see object. An object or objects have states and behaviors. Example, a dog has state, color, name, breed, as well as behavior, that is wagging, barking, eating. An object is an instance of a class. Guys, it's an instance of a class. A class. Now, what is class? A class can be defined as a template, uh, that is or blueprint that describes the behavior or state the that object of its type support. Next, we see overloading. Uh, Two methods may not have the same name and argument list, but the different return types, like output statement, that is System.out.println, and input statement, data input stream, this is equal to new data input stream. Now we see inheritance, the properties, variable and methods inherited from various classes. The processes is known as inheritance. Basically, the properties, variable and methods inherited from various classes. Next we see keyword, that is extends superclass base class. Superclasses, the properties are inherited from this class. Subclass or derived classes, which class is inheriting properties from the base class, and its types are single inheritance, multiple level inheritance, and hierarchical inheritance. Next we see interface. Methods from object interface with the outside world. The buttons on the front of your television set, for example, are the interface between you and the electrical wiring on the other side of its plastic casing. You press the power button to turn the television on and off. So that is interface. Next, package. Collection of classes is known as package. Collection of classes is known as package. A package is a namespace that organizes a set of related classes and interface. Conceptually, you can think of packages as being similar to different folders on your computer. Next, we see thread. A thread in the context of Java is the path followed when executing a program. All Java programs have at least one thread, known as the main thread, which is created by the JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine, at the program start. When the main method is invoked with the main thread in Java, creating a thread is accomplished by implementing an interface and extending a class. Every Java thread is created and controlled by the java.language, that is, we write it lang thread class. When a thread is created, it is assigned a priority. The thread with higher priority is executed first, followed by lower priority threads. The JVM stops executing threads under either of the following conditions: if the exit method has been invoked and authorized by the security manager, all the daemon threads of the program have died. Next we see synchronization. Threads communicate primarily by sharing access to field, and the object's reference field referred to this form of communication is extremely efficient, but makes two kinds of error possible: thread interface and memory consistency error. The tool needed to prevent these errors is synchronization. Next we see RMI. Basically guys, RMI is the remote method invocation. Java remote method invocation system allows an object running in one Java virtual machine to invoke methods on an object running in another Java virtual machine. Basically, object running in one Java virtual machine, and to invoke methods on an object running in another Java virtual machine. That is RMI, that is remote method invocation. By name we are getting that remote method invocation is one Java virtual machine to invoke method on an other Java virtual machine. So it provides for remote communication between the programs written in Java programming language. Next we see exceptions. The Java program language uses exceptions to handle errors and other exceptional events. This lesson describes when and how to use exceptions. First, types of exception, that is arithmetic exception, interrupted exception, array index out of bound exception, string index out of bound exception, class not found exception, negative array size exception. These are the main exceptions. Next we see description of program. The program establishes the connection between MySQL database and Java files with the help of various types of APIs, interface and methods. If connection is established, then it shows connected to a database. Otherwise, it will display a message disconnected from database. Next we see what is connection. This is an interface in java.sql package that specifies connection with specific database like MySQL, MSSS, Oracle, etc. and Java files. The SQL statements are executed within the context of the connection interface. Next we see class for name string driver. This method is static. It attempts to load the class and return class instance and take string type value driver after the matches class with given string. Drive manager, it is a class of java.sql package that controls the set of JDBC drivers. Each driver has to register with this class. Next we see get connection, string URL, string username and string password. This method establishes a connection to specified database URL. It takes three string types of arguments like URL, username, password. Basically database URL where stored or created your database. Next username of MySQL, password of MySQL. Next con.close file. This method is used for disconnecting the connection. It frees all the resources occupied by the database. Next print stack trace. By name we are getting that is the method to use show error message. It is if the connection is not established, then exception is thrown and print the message. Next we see JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine. Define bytecode, interrupted code, or Java program are converted into bytecode before the executable code. Why we firstly convert it to bytecode? So that it will work on any machine, because we can install JVM in any machine like Linux, iOS, Windows, etc. so that it converts bytecode to executable code. Next we see layout manager, to arrange the components in any particular order, flow layout manager and border layout manager. Next we see grid layout manager. Applet, the most important term. Applet is a Java program that can be embedded into HTML pages like we see in web application. The web applications are basically made by JavaScript that is used in that applet. Applet is used in that. Java applet runs on the Java-enabled web browser such as Mozilla and Internet Explorer. Applet is designed to run remotely to the client browser, so there are some restrictions on it. Applet can't access system resources on the local computer. Applets are used to make the website more dynamic and entertaining. Next we see advantages of applet. Applet are cross-platform and can run on Windows, Mac operating system and Linux platform. Applet can work all the version of Java plugin. Applets run in a sandbox so that the user does not need to trust the code, so it can work without security approval. Applets are supported by most web browsers. Applets are cached in most web browsers, so will be quick to load when returning to a web page. User can also have full access to the machine if user allows. Now we see disadvantages. Java plugin is required to run applet. basic, but in today's browsers this is not a major disadvantage, as everyone installs that plugin or it's pre-installed. Next we see Java applet requires JVM, so first time it takes significant startup time. If applet is not already cached in the machine, it will be downloaded from the internet and will take time. It makes it difficult to design and build good user interface in applet compared to HTML technology. So guys, these are the main questions of Java Lab Viva. So guys, if you like these questions, as I select these questions by my experience in different Vivas or in different interviews, I see these are the main questions asked. So guys, if you like these, please subscribe below and give me a like if you want, and stay strong. Take care.